Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm going to apologize in advance if you hear any meows and cries in the background of this video. I have a new kitten and he is not that much of a crybaby, but you know, when you're filming, all noises that could ever happen will happen. So I just want you to know that. Anyway, I want to give an update on my prom gown situation. A few months ago, I posted a video that I was going to make a gown. I was going to make a prom gown for my family reunion. We have this big family banquet, and this year we're going to do a family prom, like a big prom theme formal gown type of situation. I was going to make a prom dress. I bought a make the skirt part. I bought a petticoat, and I was going to make it with tulle and all these type of things. Well, that was still going on, and upon shopping for dresses, dress inspiration and tulle and all these other things, upon shopping for it, I found a gown. It was actually at Burlington because I went out with my mom and my aunt because they were looking for gowns, and it was at Burlington for $35. And I will show it to you later in another video. You guys will see it, but it's not as big as what I was planning to make as far as tulle wise goes, but it is ballroom Cinderella gown style. It's black and like it's black, the skirt is black, and the top part is kind of lacy with nude underneath. And yeah, $35. I was like, yeah, found it. Save me time and money. And so that's what happened with that. I still want to make the black large tulle skirt, so I think that's going to be a project. But as far as the gown goes, I could not pass this gown up shopping for inspiration. I was like, why don't I just get this? I just couldn't pass it up. Because my struggle with me making the dress as well is the bottom. I had all the logistics of the bottom together. And materials, I was just shopping for the materials, but I knew how I was going to make that pattern, had everything, but the top part, I was just having trouble with it anyway, so that's why I was shopping for dress inspiration, maybe find like a fitting dress and wear that. That's what was going on. But anyway, $35, couldn't pass it up. But with that came the point of shoes. So this gown does touch the floor. If I wear heels, it won't touch the floor. It's like just right there. And I kind of wanted to touch the floor and not show my feet. And so my mom was like, well, you can wear flats. And I'm like, I'm not a big dressy flat person. But then I'm like, I can do Converses. That'd be cute under the gown. But I was like, I want some glitter Converses. And I was not trying to buy anything. And I figured, okay, if I can't make the gown, I'll make the Converse. So I took an old pair of purple, I had like 3 pairs of purple Chucks, and I took an old pair of purple Converses and I made my gold, probably gotta touch it up a little bit, I made some gold and black ones. So I painted these and I made them with some glitter and Mod Podge. And yeah, so the things you are going to need, what's up? The things you are going to need are glitter. Maybe I should get the materials out. Hold on. So the things that you're going to need is a tennis shoe, canvas type of tennis shoe. I use my Converses. You can use Cats, you can use whatever you want. But the shoe. Okay, and then you're going to need some Mod Podge. Now, some people use I watched a few tutorials on it, regular Mod Podge. Just grab whichever one. I'm sure they'll all work. But I found the fabric Mod Podge. This was like $5 or $6 at the craft store. Now I'll tell you this, I bought way more than what I needed. So I bought 2 jars of this, and I used probably half a jar to do both shoes. So yeah, the fabric Mod Podge, you're not going to need a lot. Now I wear a size 10, so my shoes are pretty big. So if you have smaller feet, smaller shoes, you're going to need even less, okay? And then you're going to need glitter. So I also overbought glitter. I bought 2 of each of these. I bought 2 different types of glitter. This is some bigger, like hexagonal shaped glitter. It's gold glitter. Craft glitter, okay? This was like $3, and this one was like $3. This is a finer, extra fine glitter, 24 karat gold. And this is 2 ounces of that, and this was like the same thing, like $3 at the craft store. I bought 2 of these and 2 of these. Like, I don't know how much glitter I'm gonna need. For both shoes, I used this was filled up to the top. The glitter is still like at right here, and this glitter is about right here. That's all I used. That's all I used for these super glittery shoes. So I bought way more than I needed, so now I have a bunch of glitter and a bunch of Mod Podge for other projects, and I'm very excited about it. All right, and then I'll tell you about the laces at the end. And so if you want to know, it's going to be kind of a sped up. I'll do a voiceover just to show you. If you want to know how I got my glitter shoes, just keep watching. Okay guys, so what you're going to do is you're going to start with your shoe. And I've already done this off camera. You are going to tape around the edge. Now these Converses are beat up shorty, so I didn't buy new Converses for this. I'm just, I guess, restoring these. So you're going to tape around the edge to cut off where the glitter would be. Yeah, you know, mark up the toe, nice and neat as you can, and such. I made the decision already that I'm going to paint the sole of these, so. But anyway, whatever. Mark it off. Stretch, mark it off. The next thing you want to do, optional. I like the All-Star here, so I'm going to take some tape, and I'm going to cover up the All-Star part. Just take a piece of tape, and I'm going to, or 1 to 2 pieces, and I'm going to cover and trim with my scissors because, yeah. And I'm going to do a second piece. Like that. Cover that up. Alright, and so what you're going to do, you're going to make your mixture. There's some people who put the Mod Podge on the shoe, sprinkle the glitter. That's a lot of mess. If you want to do that, I recommend getting like a bin or something like this from the dollar store to do it over. I'm not doing mine like that. I mean, so what I do is I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to pour in about, and this is a 8-ounce jar of it, and I used probably 2 ounces. So I am going for 1 shoe. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze. I just eyeball it. I'm going to squeeze about 2 more ounces in my jars just for the second shoe. I just squeeze it out. So a little bit more. About like that. Yeah, that's all happened in there. About that much. It depends on your shoe. Depends on how big your foot is. So you can use less and do more layers. I didn't want to do that many layers. Like, I mean, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to take my glitter. I use 2 glitters, different glitters. I'm going to take these and I'm going to put some in. Now, this glitter was completely full when I bought it, and you can see I've used maybe like a 1/6 of it, like a 1/6 of it. So you know, you eyeball it again. So I'm going to, there we go. That looks good. And then I'm going to take and use my second glitter and put about that much. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not good with picking measurements. And then I take the end of something, I'm just using the end of this sponge tip applicator, and I'm going to mix my glitter mixture with the Mod Podge. It's not going to look glittery anymore. It's going to be very dull because all the glitter is now getting mixed into the Mod Podge. Okay? Just like this. Mix it very well so you get this dull looking thing like this. Now remember, this Mod Podge is going to dry clear, but this is now your mixture, okay? And you're going to then, you're then ready to apply it to the shoe. So I use, oh, I need to mix that some more. I use a sponge tip applicator. This sponge tip here thing, I have a whole pack of them, so. Alright, so our mixture is ready. Okay, and then I use one of these to begin. I use one of these. So we're going to take our shoe. You can start on whatever side you like. And you are going to paint the shoe. Now, you don't have to go really thin. If you go really thin and layer it up, yeah, you might have a little bit more control. But again, it's going to take a lot more layers. Also, this is glitter. Glitter is very forgiving. So we're going to take some And I'm going to begin on the shoe. And it's going to take a second to build that layer, but this is what you kind of want. Try your best to cover up all of the Converse. You're going to go back over it. I got my effect in 2 coats. So we shall see. So you're going to go ahead and do this all over your shoe. You can work on one side at a time if you want. It's up to you, and just try to smooth it with the sponge tip as you go. When you get around the eyelets of the shoe, I kind of dab around them, and then we're going to do some detailing with a small paintbrush. So just do as best as you can and go ahead and go around the entire shoe. Stop here and show you one side. This is what it looks like one layer not dried on the shoe. Kind of like, you know, pretty anticlimactic. It's okay if you can see that you miss spots. That's okay. It's what layering is for. And now you're going to take your hair dryer and you're going to put, I use mine on high. I have a regular hair dryer here. And you are going to see, you're going to dry this, and it dries clear, and you're going to see the glitter effect. The glitter effect show up. So it's not all the way dry, obviously, but you can see how more sparkly it's getting. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do both sides of this shoe around one layer, and I'll dry that, and I'll do another layer, and then I'll come back for the tongue. To the tongue, I went ahead and used my small paintbrush to handle some detail areas, and now I'm onto the tongue, which is again self-explanatory. I'm going to go ahead with my Mod Podge on my sponge and just press it into the tongue and the corners and the crevices, and yeah. The first one I did, and so now what I'm gonna do is take my tape off and look at it. I am going to paint the sole of my shoe because they're really dingy Converse. And so I'm going to paint it with acrylic paint. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. Okay, so that is how I did the complete shoe. I let it dry for a few days. You didn't have to. I mean, it's fully dry in like 24 hours, but I had to wait for my shoelaces to come in, so they were just sitting there drying extra. As soon as the Mod Podge dries clear, and as soon as it dries, it looks just like pure glitter. And now I'll rub my hand across this, and no glitter comes off of the shoe, which is what you need, what you want to do. And so the laces, these are black satin shoelaces. I got them off of Amazon. They were about $4 for the pair. They're black satin, and they have the I forgot what it's called, the aglet. At the top, at the tip of them, black and gold. They have all these different colors. However, they're fairly short. They're not, as you can see how I did my shoe, I only laced it 2 places. I laced it and then I crossed it in an X. Hold on. Let's show it a little better. There we go. I laced it, crossed it in an X, and then put it in a bow. Which I can wear them like this. They're going to be under the dress. I think that's cute. I'm going to wear them like this. But if you want like shoelaces every day, if you want that satin shoelace, you know, to go through all your eyelets, I recommend, and I can't find it, I recommend buying just a spool of satin ribbon. That's what this is. I had mine, I bought some, and I have no idea where it is. I sit down to this video and I can't find it. But anyway, a spool of this satin ribbon is about $1.99, $2. I got mine, I think, from Walmart. And you can get some gold or metallic washi tape or duct tape to make your aglet here. And so that way you can have a long enough lace. And I can't find it. I don't know, I just bought it yesterday and I cannot find my ribbon. But anyway, that's what the laces are. And so, yeah, you're also going to need, I know I talked about, you see it in the video, the acrylic paint was standard acrylic paint I got from the craft store. Or Walmart, nothing fancy, and it's matte. If you want them to be shiny, you need to add a gloss. I recommend like a gloss Mod Podge, but it is a matte, flat, black paint, and it just really brings the shoe back together because these were really old, beat-up Converses, but it really does make them look a lot newer if you do that, and it goes with the color scheme of my dress. So I'm going to be wearing these underneath of my dress, and I wanted to share with you all how I did them. So that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave it down below. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.